Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. Yes, good evening and welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. I hope you're all doing well. As you can see, I have a very special guest here today to look forward to the game tomorrow night. He's wearing his shirt. Matteo,
Pleasure.
how are you, brother?
I'm great.
Good to have you on the channel.
It's a pleasure. It's been invited. And I've always dreamt to be on this channel all
There
my
you go.
life.
See what I mean? Italian Inter Milan fans dreams of being on the Kop TV. He secretly wants to be a Liverpool fan. I know that.
Yeah, well, to be honest, it's my favorite Premier League team. So
Yeah. And the shirt that you've got on, you've got your name on the back. Let's have a look at this as well, man, because we've got to see this. It's a beautiful piece of work. Ferrari. That's his name, right? So we're mixing with some real Italians out here. Matteo Ferrari. He's joined the Kop TV tonight. We've also got a little beer that we can drink whilst we're talking about the game. So cheers to that. Absolutely, indeed. Salud.
Salute.
Right. So let's talk about this. Inter Milan versus Liverpool, Champions League, tomorrow night, San Siro, under the lights, round of 16 in the Champions League. Your own manager said today, he said, if I could have chose any team, the last team would have been Liverpool. He doesn't want to play Liverpool. From the Inter Milan's perspective, what was the feeling like when you saw Liverpool come up in the draw?
Yeah, it was just a weird draw, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the first one. We were sort of happier.
Who did you get in the first
I don't
one?
remember. But I think it was definitely better than this. And yeah, I was secretly sort of hoping to get Liverpool because I wanted to watch it, but at the same time, it was probably the best team or one of the best teams. So yeah, not happy at all. I'm not happy at all.
Well, listen, I mean, we're neighbours. That's how we know each other, right?
Yeah.
So when the game's on tomorrow, I'm sure we'll be texting each other with the score. And I'm really looking forward to it because it's a stadium that we went to not long ago.
Yeah.
We actually beat AC Milan 3-2 in the Champions League, maybe 2 months ago in the group stages. Knowing that Liverpool have already been to the San Siro and won this season, how do you feel about that? Are you thinking that maybe Inter can get a good result here?
Well, I think like Liverpool, all in all, is a better team than Inter, and we don't have many experienced players. I think they're not used to playing Champions League, at least like after the stage groups. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of luck, and we'll try to get a decent result. I think we should try to avoid losing, and then come back here and try and play the best match.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's 2 legs. No away goals, though. They've scrapped the away goals. So
yeah, exactly.
Normally,
I didn't agree with that rule.
Do you not agree with it?
Yeah.
Because the English fans, not me in particular, but the English fans, they like the tradition.
Yeah, of course.
They really want the away goal still to stand. I mean, if we did get an away goal tomorrow night, obviously it would have been more beneficial to us. But it means that you've got a hard game to come at Anfield as well. Normally, Liverpool fans, we like it in Europe when we have the home game in the second leg.
Yeah,
I think that can make a difference.
It can definitely make a difference, especially I've been once to Anfield and the atmosphere was quite amazing. Yeah. And if I was a player, I wouldn't be happy to play. It would be easier to play in such a atmosphere with all the fans. But I think also San Siro could be quite good atmosphere and could be like could sort of score a goal for us. But yeah, it's definitely better to play the first leg away and the second leg home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll not be scared.
You're not scared.
We're not scared.
They're not scared. There you go. He's at home.
I am.
He is scared. He is scared. Let's talk about Inter's form. Second in the table to AC Milan.
Yeah, but we got like one match less than them.
Okay.
So potentially we still.
So is it you two? Just you two going at it at the top?
Yeah, there's also Naples, who's quite close. I think 3 points behind, and Juventus now is playing quite well, and they
Vlahovic,
Dybala.
That's scary, right?
That's scary. I think it's probably they are still too far. But yeah, I think we got one of the best teams in Italy, and but we with the players we've got, we should definitely win the league, hopefully. But yeah, we should.
Let us know in the comments who you think will win the league in Italy this year. You've got AC Milan, Inter, of course, Napoli, Juventus. Talk to me about some of the players that Liverpool should maybe look out for, because we've all seen The team win the Scudetto last year. I've seen the picture of you putting up the flag. You were very happy. But no Lukaku now, back in England, even though he wants to come back to Inter.
That was bad, yeah.
What do you think of that, by the way, before we speak about the other players? What did you think of that interview when you saw Lukaku say, I need to go back to Inter?
I think like most of the Inter fans are quite grateful to Lukaku for what he's done in these years. And I mean, we won this Serie after 10 years, thanks to him. He was our best player. So, and he went away. It was a bit unexpected, I would say. Chelsea gave us a lot of money, so we can't be too unhappy. And I feel like if you are a professional and you get so much money from a team, they pay you more than 100 million. So you should just act professionally. And even if you think something, just shut up.
Don't say it, right?
So I don't think he's ever gonna come back because we don't have the money first. And it's not happening, I feel. But he didn't act.
So he goes, Dzeko comes in, Christian Eriksen leaves. Which players do Liverpool need to look out for here? Because we know that Lautaro Martinez is, but you have lost a lot of your best players in the last couple of years. Yeah,
I think now the defense and midfield is probably our best part of the team. Okay. We just rely on the playing as well as a team, and like Liverpool instead has got like amazing players which we don't have, like Salah or Firmino or everyone, and. I think we're missing Barella, which is probably the best player we've got, which is very unfortunate.
Suspension from the last
suspension,
time.
like both 2 matches of suspension for it was a bit of a
straight red.
Yeah, it was a bit of an idiot reaction.
Yeah,
I think I'm in love with Brozovic because I used to play as a midfielder, so he's a very good player. He runs so much. But I think defense is our strength.
Let's try and name your team that you're going to play tomorrow night. Give me the goalkeeper, defense, midfield.
I'm not sure because I haven't checked recently.
Well, no, it's a prediction. So we can look back tomorrow and say, look, Matteo was right.
So I think we're playing Andanovic as goalie. The defense must be... I'm not sure about Bastoni because I think he was sort of injured, so I haven't checked. It's Bastoni usually, Skriniar and De Vrij defense.
Strong defense, man.
I'm in love with the defense. Yeah, I think we've been trying, but De Vrij is probably going to leave at the end of the year.
How old is De Vrij?
I think he's 32, 30 something. Yeah, so he's been offering you the last good contract of his life. So, he's going to take it wherever he's going to go. Midfield, definitely Brozovic, and I'm not sure because Barella is not playing.
Who can
so
replace?
It's probably Vidal might be a good addition. He's not playing well, I think, but he's got the experience that many other players don't have.
And he's
in a midfield unit. It's quite tough. It's quite tough players. Yeah. It's not my favorite player, but sometimes you need dirty players in the midfield. And
Kolarov as well, maybe.
I hope not.
Really?
Yeah. He's too old to play.
I was thinking, how has he managed to get a move to a club like Inter? Because he's the kind of player that was at a good level 7 years ago, maybe.
I think it was Conte's choice, and we got him for free. I think it was the end of the contract, and I think he
was at Roma, right? Before
it was Roma, and I think Conte was hoping for some experience, and he still got an amazing left foot.
Yeah, he does. To be fair.
But he hasn't performed.
So 3 at the back.
Expected.
De Vrij, Skriniar, Bastoni, Kolarov, and who on the right?
Not Kolarov. Kolarov is not going to play.
Kolarov is not
playing. I think on the left, on the right is going to be names of players, and I don't know who's going to play tomorrow on the right.
Yeah, but Sanchez could play Vidal.
Yes,
Martinez.
I think it's gonna be Lautaro and Dzeko in the front. Sanchez is a good addition, just a good sub, a very good sub, but he's not gonna play from the first minute.
Well, listen, it's a strong team. A couple of comments. Bailey saying, "How has Alexander Kolarov been this season?"
Awful, Bailey.
Awful.
I think he's played a few minutes, but it's a bit too old. It has given up.
T-Boy says Dzeko is a player to watch out for. And do you lot think Handanovic is off the radar as a keeper? So is Handanovic maybe underrated? Is he better than maybe people give him credit for?
I think he's been an amazing goalie in the last few years, and he saved us many times. But I think he's heading towards the end of his career.
Yeah.
So you can see his reaction, his reflexes are not
as fast
as they used to be. And yeah, I think I don't know whether we've signed or we're about to sign a new goalie for next season, because I think it's a time for a change. Okay. Having said that, I think he's still a good goalie, but yeah, you can't compare him to top class goalies there.
Julio Cesar from back in the day.
Don't make me cry.
Got to start with Jota over Firmino up front. So from the Liverpool perspective,
yeah,
there's no injuries, Matteo. We have no injuries or suspensions really for the first time in I can remember. So if I'm going to give my lineup prediction, obviously Alisson Becker in goal. What a performance at the weekend against Burnley. Trent, I would play Van Dijk, Matip, Robertson. You like defence, but we like defence as well. And I think that's our best five defenders there. Alisson, Trent, Robbo, Matip, and Van Dijk. In the midfield, so to give you some information, Thiago and Fabinho, they've started 20 games for Liverpool together.
Yeah.
And we've won all 20. So the other question is, who do you put in that midfield as well as Thiago and Fabinho? Do you go with a Harvey Elliott, who's now back for Liverpool, started really well? Do you go with a Henderson, the captain? Obviously, an easy choice for everyone. That you have Oxlade-Chamberlain, you have Tyler Morton, who played against AC Milan in the San Siro, Naby Keita, James Milner.
You know, it's awful to have too much choice.
I know.
It's difficult, yeah.
It's difficult, but we have it
four
now.
players that can play. It's just easier, I think.
I know, but we always go with the three. And then I personally think Luis Diaz, he has to start. I think from what I've seen of him already, this is the perfect game where we played Burnley on Sunday, physical game. Klopp said when people said, why don't you play Diaz? He said, come on, it's Burnley. It's Burnley away. It's a tough game. I think, to me, that says we're saving him for Inter Milan because Diaz plays in Portugal before, fairly similar to the Italian league in terms of pace. So I would go Diaz to start. Jota has to start up front for me. How can you drop him? 17 goals this season.
Yeah, he was it.
So Jota goes in for me, and then Salah. So you're looking at Diaz, Jota, and Salah up front. T-Boy's gone for Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Matip, Robertson, Fabinho, Thiago, Henderson, Mane, Jota, Salah.
So would you play with Mane then?
So Mane played against Burnley. He's just back.
Yeah.
He did start against Burnley. Didn't really do great. But as you can see, Sumont as well there says Diaz, Jota, and Salah. That's what I would personally go for. Now, playing Inter Milan in the past, just for some information for you, we've only ever had 4 games together, right?
Really?
4 games in our history. Tell me in those 4 games, how many games you think Inter Milan have won?
1.
Well, it's funny you say that because we're about to get this up here now. And it is... Let's get this up. It's 1 win for Inter Milan, 3 wins for Liverpool. Of course, we haven't played each other a lot.
How long ago was that?
So I'll show you here. The first time, 1965, in the semi-final of the Europa League, or the UEFA Cup. So you beat us 3-1 here, and then we beat you 3-0.
So it was basically useless wins.
Yeah, essentially. And then, of course, in 2007-8, you remember we beat you 2-0 at Anfield, and then Fernando Torres scores 1, right? But look at this. I didn't realise. Adriano, the top European goal scorer in the Champions League for Inter Milan. Adriano, 18 goals.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Did you know that?
I didn't. No.
Who did you think it was?
It's probably... Yeah, I thought it was Vieri.
Yeah, I was going to say Christian Vieri.
Christian Vieri, yeah. I thought because he played for longer.
Because maybe Adrian, what year was he there from? Maybe 2003 to 8?
Early 2000, to 2008, yeah.
But that's the big thing for me on the left-hand corner, which guarantees respect from Liverpool fans to Inter Milan fans. 3 Champions Leagues, 3 European Cups. Yes, you haven't won it for 12 years, but 3 titles.
Yeah, I think we won 2 in a row in the 50s or 60s, early 60s. Yeah, but that's and it was been 45 years without one.
And then obviously the Jose Mourinho 2010 win.
Yeah.
And then you look at ours, Mohamed Salah, 33 goals.
That is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And then 6 Champions Leagues there for Liverpool, 6-4, 3 wins for Liverpool, 1 win for Inter Milan. So interesting to get the actual facts behind this game. We don't seem to play each other a lot.
Compared to AC Milan,
not compared to AC Milan, exactly. But question here from Bailey: is the Serie A an underrated league? Does it get the respect that it deserves?
It's a difficult question. I think in the last few years, Serie A team has been like not at the same level as Premier League ones, and Real Madrid and Barcelona. I think it's a matter of a few factors. I think it's quite difficult. I think our way of playing is slower and more about tactic and defense. And sometimes when we play against European teams that like Premier League is so much quicker, we suffer more, and we do struggle to score once the opposite team scores a goal. And money, I think, is the main issue. We don't have money.
You make money, right? Because you look at Lukaku, the sale money there generated, Hakimi as well.
Yeah, but but still we got plenty of debts that needs to be paid again.
This is what we don't know about, right? This is as other fans, you could maybe tell us, like.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure because I'm not very much into this like economics of football. But I think at least I can talk about Inter. I think since we won the Champions League in 2010, then we had like all the players were getting sort of older, above 30.
Because you have Maicon, Schneider,
Milito, Eto'o, and all those players that were amazing players, but Zanetti as well,
Samuel.
Yeah, so they were heading towards the end of their career, but they have very high salaries, because they were great players. And I think we would say skipped a generational change, and we ended up not getting any monies from trophy where we didn't Champions League for a few years, but we still had to pay salaries for many old players, and had I think wrong investments as well. We bought some players that didn't perform as well as expected, and I think very similarly happened to AC Milan as well, since they won the Champions League in 2007. And Juventus was the only great team, and they were so far above everyone else that there was no competition, and it was difficult to climb again. Was
it 9 years in a row?
I think it was 9 years in a row. Yeah, and I think Juventus now is suffering from the same issues, but they got, I think, a bit more money, so they invested a lot of money, and
Wow. Big up to Stefanos, who says big up Matteo. NS Sports TV says he always roots for the Premier League teams in Europe, even though he's a Chelsea fan. Bailey, I watched the AC Milan game the other day. It was very boring.
Yeah, I do have to agree. Like, some Serie A matches are boring, especially if you watch like even Premier League matches, not in top teams. You can see the rhythm so much quicker.
Like
it's more enjoyable.
Newcastle.
It's just more enjoyable. I think the main goal of the teams is just to score a goal rather than think about the final result, which is important, of course. The attack is sort of like more important than just defending. And some Serie matches could be boring. I don't have any other way to describe them.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's going to be an exciting game no matter what happens tomorrow night. Liverpool always try and perform well against the Italian teams. And listen, I like you, my friend, but tomorrow night it's war. And don't forget, you're coming back to Anfield. We'll obviously be at that game, try and get you at that game as well.
Don't kill me.
No, listen. When you're with me, it's okay. Nothing happens. Esther saying Juve winning 9 years in a row. It's crazy. It definitely is.
It's more sad than crazy.
Yeah. / corrupt as well, maybe.
Oh, no.
But let's talk about what the score is going to be tomorrow night. Obviously, a 2-leg game. So that does affect how, how can I say it? Maybe it affects the game plan, because we know there's 2 games. Okay, so Liverpool are going to go into this one strong as we can. At the same time, looking to tee up the second leg for an easier night, right? So in the title, I said we expect to win, and that's not big-headed or It's just every game, no matter who it is, bro. Right? Every game Liverpool go in, I do expect him to win. Look at the players that we just bought. Look at the players that we have on the bench. Look what we did for the last 2 or 3 years. Even if this was Manchester City tomorrow night, I would say I do expect us to win, because even though Inter Milan is a very good team, we're going to their place. It's Liverpool. And you know the levels as well. And again, try not to be biased, try not to be big-headed, but I do expect it's going to be a hard game. There's no way I'm coming here saying I've seen a 3-0 in the comments there. Bailey saying he reckons 3-0 to Liverpool. I'm not going for that. If Matteo said to me right now,
no one believes in Inter. No. I see the comment.
Well, listen, tough game away at the San Siro, but I backed Liverpool to win 2-1, says T-Boy. Stefanos 2-1. So look, Bailey said 3-0. Now he's saying only 2-1 to Liverpool. So I personally would take 2-1. I'd take 1-0, right? And I think Mike would maybe as well. So I'm going to go with Inter Milan 1. I do think you're going to score tomorrow. I do think Lautaro Martinez is good. And by the way, Edin Dzeko loves to score against Liverpool.
Does it?
He loves it. Manchester City scores against us. Roma scores against us. So maybe this is the third team that he scores against us. And he has played well against Liverpool. But again, maybe a bit too old now, Dzeko, for you to be relying on him.
Yeah, I think with Van Dijk and Matteo, it's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
Because they are bigger than him.
But this is why I think Martinez needs to work in the gaps and create something for Dzeko. However, strong team that Inter are going to have. No Barella, which is a big plus for Liverpool. I am personally going to go with 2-1. I'm going to go with 2-1 to Liverpool first leg. Obviously, the second leg in a couple of weeks, we have to do this again and have another chat.
If we're still friends.
If we're still friends after the first leg, obviously. What's your score for tomorrow night?
Yeah. So
what do you want and then what do you
exactly?
think?
I was about my heart is hoping. I think it'd be a good result to have like 1-1. I think it's probably, hopefully, we're going to score one. So Liverpool is definitely going to score one at least. So yeah, I would be happy with 1-1 and just go to Anfield and see what happens. But yeah, I agree with you. I think 1 Inter and 2 Liverpool is probably and hopefully it's not going to get worse.
Well, listen, let us know in the comments. Keep them coming. And what do you think is going to happen tomorrow night? One more question for you there, Matteo. What is happening with your stadium? Are you still sharing with AC Milan? Because there is plans to move, right? What's happening? Tell us. It's an iconic stadium.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, have you ever been to the San Siro?
A tour.
Yeah, but all the Italian stadiums are so old. They were built. I think San Siro was built in 1920s.
Ooh.
And it was like renewed for 1990 World Cup in Italy, but they are still extremely old. All the facilities are completely different from the ones you can find at Premier League stadiums. So. You just go there to watch the match, but it's not like an experience. You can't really enjoy having a nice meal like having here. Having said that, San Siro is amazing. It's quite vertical, so you can watch the match properly. But I think it's time for a change, especially because the teams don't own the stadium. It's owned by the city council, so they're just renting the stadium. So they're just paying like millions a year to the council, and they're not earning as much money as they could. But at the same time, it's the council itself is to give them the permit to build a new stadium.
So it's the fight between the council and the teams.
Exactly, because the council would lose so much money.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening. It's just a mess. That's Italy.
Yeah.
No one knows, but nothing.
Who knows? Changes. It would be good though to have a new.
They got a project. They got already. Yeah.
And you would still share that stadium, right?
I think that's the plan.
Because could Inter go, actually, we don't want to be involved with paying this rent to the council every month. If you're not going to give us a permit, AC Milan, you pay, we'll get a new stadium. Can that happen?
Yeah, but where are we going to play?
I don't know. You tell me.
I think there are not many big stadiums in. I think San Siro, the benefit of having San Siro is just it can host 80,000 people.
Yeah.
So before COVID, in big matches, then could get like a few millions from one match only. And there's no such building in Milan.
And it's like in the outskirts of the city.
I think it's in the outskirts, but not far away. It's probably like Old Trafford.
Not too far.
Not too
Inter
far.
is going to be a hard match for us, says ADK plays. Diaz to score, says Stefanos. Cheers, boys. Hopefully going to see the game at the new Carragher's pub in New York City. Wow,
that's cool.
That's wicked. Inter is going to be a hard game. It's second in the Italian league, second in the Premier League.
Yeah,
that's true. Second England, second Italy. Are you two watching it together? Says Bailey. So Matteo will be at work. He's a very hard worker.
No, I have no choice.
But hopefully we can enjoy the second leg together.
Yeah, definitely at the stadium, hopefully.
Yeah.
And well, I might be back home for the second half. So hopefully.
Interesting. We never know. We might. Yeah.
Will you be home?
We'll see. I will be.
Okay, I'll knock on the door.
Yeah, knock on the door. I'm sure.
Especially if Inter is winning, then I'll definitely knock on the door.
Exactly. And I don't know if I'll let you in though if Inter are winning. Daffy says Italian Scousers news today amazed me. There's actually a guy who is on the channel now. He's called Matteo, and he works at Amalia. You know, the Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
And I've seen him in the Kop. I stood next to him. He speaks like this. He's boss la. And I'm like, Scouse. He's like, no, I'm Italian la, but I just lived here for 6 years, boss la. And I was like, this is crazy. So he's on the channel now, Mario. He's really cool. He works at Amalia, and he said, if you ever want to come to Amalia, he's there at 5:30 today. Anyway, I went to see him. But yeah, I need to introduce you to Mario as well, because good Italian and
how's my Scouse accent?
Give it.
No.
Say, what a result that was, lad.
Kind of hoch.
See? Do you know what I mean? He knows the city of Liverpool. Kind of cold. Very good. Big up to Daffy and ADK plays for the comments. Right. I'm going for a 2-1 Liverpool win in the first leg of the Champions League round of 16. Matteo also going for 1-1, but maybe his heart says 1-1.
My heart.
But the head, maybe 2-1 as well. What's good, Alex? Can't wait for tomorrow's game. Yes, we can't either. Christopher saying he'll take Martinez. Will you give us Martinez?
Please, leave us someone.
You've got to leave him someone. Listen, thank you so much for coming on. Salute. We'll see you tomorrow.
The best team will win.
The best team will win. That's
or hopefully not the best team, because you are the best team. So
okay, well, I thought he was being nice then, but obviously not. No worries. Inter and Liverpool, the underdogs in their own leagues. A good point there from ADK, and he always supports the underdogs. Right, guys, remember, we'll be back tomorrow to give you the update straight after the game. Inter Milan versus Liverpool in the Champions League. I can't wait for this one. It's going to be a belter. And then, of course, we play them again at Anfield in a couple of weeks' time. Matteo, it's been a pleasure. We'll see you next time. Guys. Take care. All the best. Get home safe. Whoa. Just before you go,
don't forget, give us a like, drop us a comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.